Hello, hope all is well. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. So, it's pretty much just recovering the economy, building up some money buildings, finally getting myself in check. But next up we'll be fighting Bohemia. Now the truce ends in November. I would like to strike them as soon as the truce is up so they have no way of joining the coalition. Lithuanian support of independence being supported. I don't think they'll go for it anytime soon though. Yeah, I've paid off a couple loans, but I might have to take one or two more when I fight this war. Hopefully nothing too catastrophic. Might also start to lower my corruption, which should mean I'm in less debt every time I want to go to war. Reinforcements will kick in. Let's get ready for reconquest. I'll do reconquest for the aggressive expansion purposes. I have 3 provinces here that I can take. Or do I just make it a religious CB and just take more than the 3? I can also give them, say, Olomouc here. Get rid of the fort, for instance. Yeah, maybe I just make it a... This is a swivel cannon, for sure. Houses' defences are okay, but as mentioned before, with cannons, they're on the back row, they shouldn't be taking damage. Taking howitzer is basically saying, ah yes, my cannons are going to be on the front row. If you're doing an artillery only playthrough, then yeah, you probably want more defensive pips, but I'm not doing an artillery only run, therefore. I really like the new Austria-Hungary tag. And the flag is really cool that comes along with it too. So next month, I need to hit the button on Bohemia practically immediately. Our truce with Bohemia has ended. Oh, has it now? You know what, let's just do the take cores back. Let's do reconquest. Just immediately going to stand on the 3 provinces I want. My plan here is to just stand on the provinces, take what I want, then put myself on low maintenance and let my allies clean up the war. As mentioned previously, I want to kind of try and minimize my damages for the moment. Extra merchant, which I shall put into Kiev. I mean, I own 100% of Kazan. It's automatically going to... Right, let's go to Astrakhan, actually. A lot of this is moving to Crimea. And then from Crimea into Kiev, then Kiev into Krakow. I need to re-divert so it flows into Kazan. Because once it flows into Kazan, it's less trade that gets diverted away from me. I mean, of course I own a vast chunk of the Crimea node now, but still, diverting it to Kazan gives me 100% of the trade. I'd rather get 100% of 31%. Oh, 44% I guess. I'd rather get that rather than 10% of 30%. Quite honestly. It's like a knock-on effect. So I should be adding just a little more from trade here. Yeah. Looks like I'm adding just a tiny bit more. You know what? A tiny bit more is a tiny bit more after all. Not really going to say no. I'm also going to just immediately put my army maintenance down. Down you go. Danzig. Dushul. I could still give Olomouc to Silesia. However, I personally figure that's a little foolhardy. I'd rather just keep my aggressive expansion slightly lower for the moment. I know I'm kind of pushing through the HRE, but, you know, I could make things more convenient. Rugener separatists. Because that's the one that they asked for unlawful territory for. Okay. Everyone's leaving the coalition. Awesome. East Frisia, Dithmarschen and Lubeck. I want Canada to take more Denmark, but I don't want it to be Schleswig. I want them to have like Charlotte and Nordjylland and stuff. That'd be awesome to see European Canada. What? There's more of the buggers? Really? How do they keep doing this? Poland's left the coalition. Yeah, how are they permanently spawning like 30,000 Crimean separatists? Unless they're supporting rebels or something. Maybe that's what they're doing. I think that still shows us my rebels when they do that. Oh well. Either way. Our truce is up in 3 years' time. So odds are I'll probably batter the Ottomans again. Ottomans also suffer from Greek separatists. Hopefully they'll break out, sorry. Everyone's back to leaving my coalition. I can't explain why, but I suppose that's a good thing. We take our wins where we can get them. Unlawful territory. You can go away, Saxony. To be honest, I kind of want the Rugener separatists to... Never mind. I was going to say I kind of want them to appear. But that is not going to happen, is it? So now my troops can come back to here. Danzig and Tusha, I suppose. Saxony has left my coalition, so I can once again contemplate starting this war. Not yet though, not yet. Yep, everyone's leaving the coalition. I'm not a bad guy. I am bad guy, but I'm not bad guy. Why does Silesia want to have that? Silesia, so I'll get back their cause, then I'll integrate them. They're not going to be useful for too much for me here. They were just a way for me to save aggressive expansion at the time. On some fairly hard-hitting dev. 34, 35, 32. I know Bohemian's got some new mission. I haven't really checked it, but I know it was patched. There was a mission where they could develop and then gain extra dev per click. I gained humiliate Denmark, so my truce must be over. Yep. Munich and New Denmark. I'm just going to let my favours continue to build up with AH, honestly. Goslar. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a small war. Feels a bit menial, but it is like... I'm basically reclaiming 100 dev. So... it's not a small amount. I have but a few more gov reforms to go. I might get legislative houses this time. An extra free policy across the board. Pretty nice. Tunis, Afghanistan, Ajuran. I'll spend a little bit of the money here. Okay. Or rather, basically all of it. Same thing. So, I'm going to get back Silesia's cause. Then I'm going to integrate them. Then for Holstein, I'm going to help them press their claim for Schleswig. And then I'm going to integrate them. I think will be my plan. Burgundy's 1,000 in debt. 2 words, Burgundy. Rookie numbers. But that is the annoying thing about the AI. They won't join a war against me when they've got 1,000 ducats in debt. But I could be like 20,000 like I have been most of the campaign. I can still be called into stuff. They'll be like, yeah, would you like to join me? The answer should be, isn't it obvious? I don't want to lose money. Let's just gain money and meal power. So, that's Silesia. Bohemia. I will gain back my cause. I will take your money. I will take your war reps. Now I have a full Silesia, which I am going to work on their relations then annex. Very nice. Bamberg left the coalition. Who can I intervene? France again. Spanish reconquest of Cantabria. So Spain are coming back and kicking France in the teeth. 309,000 troops. Yeah. I don't think France will be able to stop that now. I think Spain have got that back in the bag. This is where you get the loading screen tooltip that says, if you lose provinces in a war, don't be disheartened. You can always grab them back at a later date. This is the perfect example of the loading screen BS. So, go to stop, I suppose. I will turn up the maintenance to Ethiopia. Catholic Zealots and Wroclaw. Oh, okay, you got that under control. General, no. Diplomatic aid. Let's just go admin again. They may or may not give it to me. I'm going to turn up the army maintenance ever so slightly, because I want to be still earning a couple ducats, but also reinforcing. So that's enough. Ottomans just have a doom stack on Constantinople. They're not doing anything with it. Thanks, Ethiopia. We always knew we had a friend in Ethiopia. Anyway, Verdun has left the coalition. It's this I'm going for. Tier 9's a bit pointless for me right now. The other obvious choice is, of course, one that gives you absolutism and stability hit from declaring a war at the cost of aggressive expansion. I mean, if you're going for full-on blobbing out, yeah, it doesn't matter about your aggressive expansion at that point. Let's increase this slightly more. Then I get more reinforcements quicker. So you can see I'm still earning money, I'm still reinforcing, and the costs aren't blowing me out in one. Yes, it's a little slower to recuperate my men, but at a time where I'm not at war, it doesn't matter quite so much, does it? Delhi no longer rival me. Is it because they're too big? Or am I too small? Are they too small? I don't know. Either way, they don't want to rival me. Oh, my diplomat's free, actually. Lots of juicy papal points. So I have 10 favours again. Did that just say Austria will help me against Saxony? Screw slowly, progressively gaining my troops back. Let's fight Saxony. I want some of these provinces. They're fighting Bohemia for God knows what, probably Prague. Saxon conquest of, like, where? Did they declare the war while they were at war with me? I think so. I don't think they've got that province. Saxon conquest of Borough. This province here. Ah, I was being blind. Doesn't make too much of a difference to me though. I'm still gonna just declare war and have everyone fight you. I mean, except from, you know, the guy that's stuck in Africa. So, Berlin? What would I want to take? I'm also going to try and see if I can catch their units in Stolp. Nice. Now I've got slightly less than full morale, but I should win by merit of sheer hubris. Quite frankly, hubris. Also, where else do I need for the Neubrandenburg state? Literally just Prignitz. Okay, I'll actually give that to Holstein. So Dresden is the capital fort, right? Silesian peasants. And Prignitz is the war goal, so they should be transferring occupation to me when anybody else gets it regardless. I'll be cutting down the Emperor. This has got a whole lot of benefit to it, quite frankly. Magdeburg left the coalition. Fine, whatever. So it's Verdun, Palatinate, Ingolstadt, Gera, Frankfurt, and of course Saxony themselves. I also need to remember that the Ottoman truce is up soon. I don't know if I'm particularly concerned with the Ottomans. They have a lot of troops at the moment. Austria-Hungary have as many troops as the Ottomans. Very nice. Also, my troops on... My allies are on Rugen. But they're not at war with me. It was because they had access. Nothing special. Okay. It's fine, I was just curious. So Prignitz goes to... I might have to pick it up because I set myself as the acquirer, not Holstein, but that's fine. I can manually transfer it. So Prignitz, probably Berlin. Maybe Potsdam? I'll have a look at the peace deal when it goes on. Bear in mind that I do just need to start pushing. I mean, sure, there's 170 years left of the game, but the sooner the better, right? I mean, Saxony is about half of the land I need right now. So the more I can take from him in one fell swoop, the better. And it's a very poor HRE now. There's no imperial authority. It's kind of just whatever. I secured the siege of Dresden. Let's go Leipzig. Truce with the Ottomans has expired. I don't care. Well, yes, it would be nice to take more of Anatolia. HRE 100% takes precedence here for multiple reasons. Let's demand payment in full. Pay off a loan. Or two. Or two. I'm actually gonna do this. But you'll also notice due to the fact my tech's catching up, my corruption's moving down really nicely. So, big fan. Paying off these loans in no time. Ingolstadt gives stuff to Austria-Hungary. No. That's not a peace deal I'm going to give you. I don't need you to give your provinces to Austria. You can stay the size you are. Austria are plenty big enough. Quite frankly. Also, I don't know, but I'm very certain the reason why they were Austria is because they were still the emperor. I reckon, I haven't played them so I don't know, but I reckon to form Austria-Hungary you probably have to not be emperor. I reckon there's like an additional condition in there. I'm most likely wrong, but that would be my hypothetical thoughts. Why are Burgundy transferring everything to Austria-Hungary? How silly. So I'm 6 years ahead in Miltech. Let's grab Leader Fire. A for better generals and B so I can actually catch up and get the defensive ideas. So yeah, when I complete economic, I will 100% will be taking Otto per Milia. Anti-Heresy Act is not necessarily a problem. There we go. Diptech 18. It's actually fully caught up. Next idea group will be a diplomatic one. Of some description. So, income, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Saxony, blah 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 blah. The allies are dropping like flies. Goa's nearly fully sieged, Frankfurt's nearly fully sieged, it's just Saxony. Also, Silesia are occupying the lands. Why and how? I mean, why and how if they got the occupations, not anything else? Let's send these two to here and here. My biggest stack is currently sieging down Potsdam, so that's good. Burden's entered a military alliance with Gaura, that's fine. I know it'd be pronounced more of a Gaura because it's Dutch. So sorry. Right. Apologies, I was just doing IRL stuff. So, this is a quiet song. Let's go like this. This will do for now. So, yeah. There we go. I do think I need to try and get as much land as possible here. Coalition be damned kind of deal. So Gaura is besieged. Let's piece them out for... Oh, Burgundy, you've worked so hard to help me. You're not getting anything though. I also love how dedicated this Milan is to helping me. Like, I've done nothing for them. Burgundy's at war, and they do not have 391 ducats. I will probably have to drop Burgundy soon anyway, honestly. So, the peace deal stands as such. Hold on, Frankfurt? You give me like money and war reps independently, right? Yeah, good. So the war peace deal would probably stand as such. Brigands. Then for myself, Berlin, Potsdam, Niederlausitz. Whatever else I can afford. So maybe also Bautzen. Maybe I take Bautzen. Feed this to them. Lusatia, I mean. So, most important war goal. This, and this. Yeah, I'll feed that to these guys. So. I mean, being perfectly honest, I think I'm in a good stead now to regain some subjects. So, Lusatia. Just trying to save my admin a little. I took Potsdam, Berlin. Looking good. Then Holstein. Rantham, Prignitz. Yeah, I'm won over my relations, it's fine. Quite frankly. Yeah. Inflation from loan repayment, thank you very much. Also, I can completely remove my forts now. There we go. So I would like to wait a month or two, then I can integrate Silesia. Yes. No. Shenkursk. Brandenburg be a subject. Let's just make Narwa 6 base production, honestly. I'm going to put my diplomat, that's spare, on outraged countries. It's looking good. So 3 more favours with Austria. And then they can help me take Schleswig. Then with that, I can integrate Danzig. Danzig? Holstein. Almost Prussian Blue does not require anything else in Denmark. I will have to take on Rügen at some point. The whole them sticking out here like a sore thumb is just kind of awkward. I'll need to get a few heavies. Get like 4 or 5 heavies, just beat them. So I can cross and win, quite frankly. So let's end the episode here. Next time will be War Against Denmark, once I've got favours with Austria-Hungary. Yeah, it's looking good. Peace out.